I am Cindy Nasenya, a queer African living in Barcelona. Pronouns are she, they. I do digital marketing, content creation, and community management. And this is my story. I was born and raised in Nairobi. I was brought up by a single mom who works as a gender activist and runs a nonprofit that provides education and housing to orphans and children in need. And just being exposed to that from early on kind of showed me the importance of community building and social justice. And I also had the opportunity to work with grassroots organizations in Kenya. Just working in that space emboldened me and empowered me that I could have skills that could be used to create impactful change. I was living in Poland for about 3 years, and it's a predominantly white space. Being a black girl, being an African girl in that environment was very isolating. When you don't have a sense of community, you don't have people that look like you around you. It really does affect your mental health, especially when it's a new environment. Literally, my sister and I were the first black people in the office. And so I think that's why it's very important when I see people that are doing the work to create space for marginalized identities, because a part of being marginalized is getting to be in spaces where you can just be, where you can just relax, you can just breathe, you can vent, you don't have to be politicizing everything. Because I grew up under someone who was already doing the work to create change, it just makes sense to contribute to whatever everyone is doing to push and create more liberation. Community is collective healing, it's shared purpose. And this is something that I find in queer spaces and within the Afro diaspora. And I think that is very crucial when it comes to navigating challenges, but also learning and growing through life. Like with We Create Space, you feel embraced. That feeling of like, oh, I think I found my people. In Barcelona, I've been lucky enough to find spaces or community in the ways that I need. But when you're in a space whereby you can't find community, I feel like the onus is on you to do it, because you can't wait. If you can't find it, then you create it. And I just love that in these spaces, we are brought together by the shared goal and purpose that is to foster inclusivity and create community for marginalized identities. And it's the same with We Create Space. I get to connect with people who are not only inspiring me, but people who I also get to learn from. The leadership qualities I've been able to draw from my own experiences include empathy, patience, and understanding. I think when people think of a leader, they're thinking pioneer, they're thinking go-getter. And as much as that is very important, being able to hold space for vulnerability is very important, because that's how you connect with people on a deeper level. Go where the love is. Go where people are already doing the work for you to make you feel safe, to make you grow, to give you the time and grace to thrive. And in terms of those that have already found the community and are trying to figure out what to do with it, the question is, what can you do? Look at what skills you have. The things that we're already bringing to the table are an asset. People think like they have to be CEO, doing big things to be able to create big change. But no, it's the smallest things, really. The things that you don't even think about that feel like nothing to you. So like telling someone, you know what? I experienced this and I think you're going to love it because you're also going through the same things I'm going through. So this is important for you as well. That does more than enough. It does a big thing for someone else, and that someone is going to do the same for someone else. And that is where community is, because that is how we bring each other. When you meet Cindy right now and you meet Cindy from 5 years ago, these are two very different people. There's a lot of intentionality in the things I say. There's a lot of intentionality in the way I choose to dress. And it's not something I would give up for anything else to have an easier life. When you're doing work not only to create change, but also to create community, it looks like something that you're doing for others, but people don't realize that work like this transforms us as well. I wouldn't have it any other way. I like who I am, I like where I am. I see myself, I see my eyes, I see my face, and I'm like, wow, I really get to be this person. I get to be in this body, like,